What's up guys, it's Jordan from 4Runner Lifestyle. Today we have a really exciting new product for you guys. It is the 6th generation 4Runner Rogue Light Bar Grille. So your Rogue Light Bar Grille is going to come in a couple pieces. First, you got this bottom piece right here, which is going to include two 6-inch LED light bars. These will either come in yellow or white, or you'll get a version that is just blank with no light bars. Then you have this top piece right here, which is going to replace the upper piece on your 6th gen grill. It's going to delete the Toyota logo. And you'll also have all of your wiring. So that will include this wiring harness for your light bars, an O-ring so you can tap into your battery, and then an LED light bar switch right here so you'll be able to turn this on and off to activate and deactivate your light bars. So the first step of our installation process today is going to be taking the front bumper off of the 6th gen, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into that. All right, so the first step in our process, we're going to start on the corners of the car. So behind these flares, there's going to be a screw that's holding in this bumper, and then there's also another bolt that we're going to be taking out right behind here. So I just grabbed a 10 mil, we're going to zap this one off, and then we're going to pull this piece of plastic back and get this screw, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Our screw is missing, but that screw is going to be located just right here where this little hole is on ours. Someone's already taken the front bumper off and forgot to put this back in, so yours will have a little screw right there. The same thing on this side. The screw hasn't been replaced from the last time this was taken off, but you're going to have a screw right there. All right, so I'm just removing another screw on these fender flares just so I can get some more leverage to get behind here, because we are going to be popping out both sides. So we can free it from the side of the car. All right, and then it should just pop out just with a little bit of force, just like that. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, so now we're going to hit these 3 10mm screws up top. So there's going to be one right here, and one right here. And then we should be able to pull the bumper off and then see all the electrical connections that we'll just need to disconnect just to get the bumper fully off of the truck. Okay, so this next part is going to depend on which type of bumper you have. There's going to be a couple 10mm screws along the bottom of your 4Runner. We have a CBI covert bumper, so we only have 2. But there are going to be just a couple more just as you go along this. So just make sure you hit those as well. And then this should be free from the truck. Cool, so we should just be able to lift this out, and then there are going to be a couple electrical connections. If you see any along the top, you can go ahead and disconnect them, but I found it's a little bit easier to just pull it off and then see what you have to disconnect. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to lift this up, pull it away from the truck, and then disconnect everything. All right, so now that the bumper is off, we're gonna go ahead and wire everything up just so we have easier access to everything in here. So I'm gonna get our wiring harness through the firewall. There's gonna be a little rubber grommet right down here by the brake booster. You're just gonna wanna pull this out and then feed this wire through. And then from there, we can go ahead and get the switch set up on the inside of the truck. All right, so right now I'm just trying to pull a little bit of this little rubber grommet out from the back of the vehicle. This will give me room so I can kind of push the wire for the switch through into the truck. And once you get that wire through, you're just going to want to push this back into place. And then we're good to get the wiring set up on the inside so you have your switch. All right, so right here we have the switch panel on the 6th gen 4Runner. There's gonna be a couple blank spots right here, like we have one right here, and 4 along the bottom. We're just gonna be using one of these blanks for our new grill light bar switch. So you're going to pull this panel down so you can push these out, and then you're just gonna put this back in. connect those two wires, and then we'll be wired up from the inside. Cool, so now that we have access to this back panel, just choose whichever blank switch you want to get rid of, and then your light bar switch will replace that. And just to get this back panel off, you're just going to pull up on the door seal right here, remove this one plastic piece, and then this whole piece kind of just pulls back towards you. There's going to be one screw you'll want to get to, but once you get that screw, just pull this whole thing back, it'll pop out, and then you'll get access to back here. All right, so once you get that switch out, just take your wiring harness, feed that through, and then just connect your grill light by pushing it in. And now your grill light is installed. Go ahead and connect the wiring. I just kind of like to feed this back through here until it drops into the footwell, and then connect those two wires and kind of tuck them away. All right, once you have the wire fed through, just go ahead and find where all of the tabs kind of line up, and you're just going to want to clip this back into place. All right, so we got everything connected on the inside, and now we're just going to run our fuse tap to the fuse box. So you can choose whichever fuse you want to tap into, whichever one kind of works for your needs. We're going to go ahead and tap into the ignition fuse just so we can make sure that we have access to our light bar at all times when the truck is running. So it's going to be a 10 amp IGN fuse right here. It's going to be towards the bottom right side of your fuse box. Use your fuse map just to find it. Grab your fuse puller tool and just pull that 10. Make sure you have two 10 amp fuses just right here on your fuse tap, and then go ahead and plug that in where you pulled your 10 amp out. All right, so we got our fuse tapped. Just make sure that it's plugged in. All right, so we have our add a fuse tapped in. Now this has power. Make sure you have the wire grounded. We just chose this one bolt right off to the side right here. It's a 10 mil. Now we're ready to actually install the grill. So you're going to want to grab your OEM grill, get it up on a table, and then there's going to be some disassembly required just to get the old pieces off, and then we'll put the new ones on. Okay, so we're going to start disassembling the grill. There's going to be two pieces that we're going to be working with. So this bottom piece right here, and then this top piece of the grill, which is behind these shutters. So we're going to start with the bottom piece because this is going to be the easier one. You're going to have a couple sensors you're going to want to unscrew. And then the entire bottom piece of this grill is only held together by a bunch of plastic clips that are located just around the outsides of it. So you're just going to want to take your time, just pop each one of these clips as you go. It's going to be a little frustrating, but it's not too bad. And then once we're done with this, we're going to go to the top. That's going to be your sensor. Just move that kind of out of the way for right now. And next we're going to go along and just unclip every clip from this bottom piece of the grill. We'll pop that out and we'll pop the new one in. All right, another thing to mention is both of these grill pieces are gonna be kind of sandwiched in the middle of the grill. So what you're gonna wanna do is anywhere you see like screws, just go ahead and zap those out. It's gonna make getting this apart just a lot easier. So we're just gonna go around, find any screw, unscrew it, find any bolt, take that out, just so we can get all these pieces kind of separate. Once we get them separated, you're able to take out these grill pieces which are in the middle and then put everything back together. Okay, so we've gone through, we've removed every screw and nut that was holding this thing together. Now you're just going to start pulling each piece apart. So it's kind of like a sandwich. These grills are in the middle, so you're going to have this outer black piece that needs to be separated from the front of your grill. So just kind of go around, start undoing clips, and it'll just kind of pop out. And then once you get both sides removed, you'll be able to then remove these grill pieces that we're going to be changing today. All right, so once you go through, you take out all the bolts, all the screws, all of the clips, you should be able to just kind of wedge the grill out. We're gonna be doing the exact same process down here as well. There's still a couple clips we need to get to just to get this bottom piece out. And then we'll go ahead and install the new grill. All right, once you have your grill pretty much down to this bare frame right here, you're ready to install your new Rogue Light Bar Grille. All right, so we're gonna start with the bottom portion of the grill. So that's gonna be the portion with the lighting right here. We went with the amber. You can also choose a white, or you can get one that just doesn't have any lights whatsoever. But we're gonna go ahead and start installing it. You're just gonna want to do in reverse what you did taking the bottom piece out. All right, now we're gonna install the upper piece. Now you're just gonna wanna reverse the process of what you did to take this upper piece out. So just kind of slide it in, clip in all of the clips, and then we're gonna start putting the grill back together, get the screws and the bolts back in, and then we're good to install it on the 4Runner. Okay, we put all the screws and the bolts back in place. We're now ready to connect our new fog lights into the wiring harness and throw this back on the truck. And before you get the bumper fully on the car, go ahead and plug in your fog lights, just test everything to make sure that the wiring is working. Now we tested the fog lights. We're gonna just lift this thing back onto the truck, connect everything that needs to be connected, and then bolt everything down. Next, you're just going to want to take the screws that you removed earlier in the fender wells, put those back in, and then we're going to replace the screws up top, and then the install is complete. right, so that is the install of the 4Runner Lifestyle Rogue Light Bar Grill. This is now available on 4runnerlifestyle.com, where you can get it in the amber, the white, or just the blacked out grill. Let us know what you think. Send us pictures of yours on your 4Runner, and we'll catch you next time.